Walking around them, he came across a low doorway in the wall. Hesitantly, he pushed his head through the opening, feeling terrified about what might be inside. It seemed to be some kind of vault, a chamber in the ground, used for burials. The interior was dimly lit by sputtering candles. Jonathan wiped his brow, which was damp with sweat, before stepping inside, and... Ah! He shouted suddenly, stepping back in panic as something brushed against his face. It was only a cobweb, but it startled him so much that his breath came in great, heaving gasps. He tried to calm down, telling himself not to be scared. After all, he reflected as he went further into the vault, it's only natural for a damp and dingy place like this to be full of cobwebs, not to mention... Ah! He yelled, as an enormous rat ran over his feet, squeaking horribly. Again he stopped, desperately trying to calm himself down. By now it was perfectly obvious to him that he was in a foul and evil place, a place where something terrible was waiting to happen. Even the smell in the air was vile and terrifying, like the Count's breath, only worse. Finally, in the very heart of the vault, he found a last box. This one had a lid on it. Jonathan placed his lamp on a ledge and grasped the lid. In his heart he already knew what was inside, but he hardly dared admit it. Slowly, as shadows flickered over the walls, he began to lift. There was a loud creak. He opened it wider, then suddenly had to put a free hand over his nose, spluttering and coughing as an indescribable stench of death and evil seeped out of the box. And there...
Yeah?
What's in the box?
Was the laser?
Cool. What's in the box?
A body.
A body.
Oh.
You see it? What's in the box? Dracula himself. And there, lying on a great mound of earth, neither asleep nor dead, was Dracula. His white hair was now dark grey. His cheeks were fuller and less pale, and his face was less wrinkled. On his lips was fresh blood trickling bright red from the corners of his mouth and down over his chin and neck. It seemed as if the hideous creature was simply gorged with blood, blood which had renewed his youth, for he looked at least 20 years younger. He lay like a filthy leech, bursting with all the horrible crimes he had ever committed. Yeah. Two questions for you over there as well. Question one, all the soil, what's he doing with it? And secondly, what will Jonathan Harker do now that he sees Dracula? We'll pause it there. We'll be back in a moment.